One way you can know we always keep it real on this show is the fact that I forgot to write an intro for this one. I'm just going off the cuff here, just telling you straight up. Isn't that endearing?
You just read that off the prompter.
The YouTube viewpocalypse, as some have called it, may not be YouTube's fault, despite some commentators basing entire jokes on that very assumption. In their blog post on Monday, YouTube mentioned the possibility that updates to ad blockers may have caused some views to stop being counted, and YouTube's own liaison, Renee Ritchie, reiterated that YouTube didn't change anything. And turns out, he was right. As explained on Twitter by YouTuber and former expert troll Theo Joe, he's changed his ways. On August 11th, a URL filter was added to Easy List, specifically its affiliated Easy Privacy List, which is used by multiple ad blockers to let them know what to block. But this change appears to have inadvertently blocked YouTube's method of counting views. Fellow YouTuber and extra dad, in case you need one, Jeff Geerling also drew attention to this with a blog post, with much additional discussion taking place in this GitHub thread between him, Theo Joe, Yuki, the volunteer who made the change on August 11th and who we love and appreciate for their work even if they accidentally kicked all this off, and Scratchy, who did a lot of investigating and made a guide for how users can override this change, so creators can benefit from registering their views properly while still protecting their privacy. You dropped this, King. Can you put a crown there? Yeah, thank you. Hold on, wait a second. Privacy? Yeah, you see, while any Adblock user could go and manually remove the Easy Privacy filter from their ad blocker settings, they might not want to do that, even if it would mean allowing YouTube to count their views, because the main reason many people use ad blockers is to protect their privacy because, fun fact, most ads are also trackers. Isn't that fun? Why not both? So where does all this leave us? Well, another update to Easy List has apparently made it so that only third-party hit counters will be filtered out, which should mean YouTube's view tracking should work properly again. So at the end of the day, it looks like YouTube wasn't the immediate cause of this change. But that doesn't mean they can't mess up the platform in other ways, like announcing that today they're integrating their VO3 AI video and audio generator directly into Shorts because the internet doesn't have nearly enough slop yet. More slop immediately, please. Tell you what, we need slop block is what we need, okay? Somebody get on that, not me though. Google is launching something that's either terrifying or very useful, depending on how much access to your computer you like to give to third parties. It's Google's new app for Windows that helps you find what you need faster. Just install it, hit Alt-Space, kind of like the shortcut on Mac for Spotlight, and let it sift and search through all of your local files, as well as Google Drive, your installed apps, and the web. Now, if you're intrigued by the idea of anything that could be even slightly better than Windows Search, it's available now, but only in the US. Still, somehow, I managed to download it from Google Labs. And yeah, it searches your files, but if you're expecting something better than Windows Search that doesn't have web search involved, I mean, it very much is still involved. Sometimes it could find specific files when I search for the file name, but other times I just got web results. So, I don't know, maybe it'll get better over time. Windows Search sure didn't. Windows Search couldn't even find today's sponsor, War Thunder, the game that immerses you in intense combat with more than 2,500 incredibly detailed tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships, and one of the most sophisticated vehicle damage models in gaming. We're talking individual components modeled like engines, fuel tanks, weapons, and even crew members. This is still a video game, so they are a component, all susceptible to damage or disabling by enemy shells or missiles, different types of which behave differently according to the type of armor you have equipped. This is basically the Matrix. You can learn about how all those things interacted to cause you to blow up using the X-ray view, which would be great to have in real life. Maybe they'll make that someday. Join a worldwide community of over 70 million players in one of the most comprehensive vehicle combat games ever made. Check out War Thunder for free today on PC, console, and mobile using our links in the description. And I don't know, it's just sad because most people watching the show, they don't have any quick bits when the show starts. So then I'm like, we should give them quick bits, right? Because it's just, oh, it's recording. Oh, you found a natural moment. Mark, oh, what? Okay, all right. A couple huge VR events are happening this evening. One is the Meta Connect event, which I think is happening as we're filming this right now, because of course they scheduled it for 5 p.m. Come back on Friday for coverage of that. They probably released some new smart glasses. Please ask Mark to run the event earlier next time. Mark Zuckerberg, not Mark.
I'm sorry.
Rathgaber. Okay. Then there's a bunch of prominent VR content creators who have been heading to Seattle, possibly to get a sneak peek of the new Steam frame, but I wouldn't know for sure because Gabe didn't invite me. That's okay. Maybe next time. Sounds like we'll find out more soon, so stay tuned. You're like, what was the news there? There was no news, that's the problem. Tesla has settled another wrongful death lawsuit due to its Autopilot technology. This one comes from 2019 when a 15-year-old riding in a truck with his pops was hit by a Model 3 going over 60 miles per hour. That's almost 100 kilometers per hour for the Europeans out there. Tesla has, of course, argued that it's the driver who's at fault here, not their trusty Autopilot, but they lost a similar case in Florida last month that's gonna cost them $243 million. They don't wanna lose another $243 million, so now they're settling out of court for an undisclosed amount. Can't win them all. But you could try to settle them? No, you can't. But AMD just won another battle in the eternal CPU war against its blue rival, Intel. See, Team Blue likes to release 2 generations of CPUs per motherboard socket over 2 or 3 years, while AMD likes to release at least 3 generations over 9 years. How do they do it? By releasing a clock down version of the Ryzen 5 5600 and calling it the new 5600F. Is it the best upgrade if you're still on AM4? Not really, but people just like options, you know? But sometimes you pick the wrong one. SK Hynix and their DDR5 DIMMs are in some hot water for remaining vulnerable to a variant of the Rowhammer exploit called Phoenix, or if you're cultured like me, CVE 2025-6202. Okay. Researchers from ETH Zurich and Google found a blind spot in the refresh sampling logic and used one of 2 patterns to flip bits on 15 different on-die ECC memory modules made between 21 and 2024. Hey, that's the same year Casio's Moflin launched. And I'm telling you that now because it's finally coming to America. Wah! It's a fuzzy, cuddly, cute AI robot thing that is surprisingly, maybe unsurprisingly, selling out in Japan. So the Tyrell Corporation, Casio, decided it was time to spread the love. Pre-orders are already up for the gold or silver fuzzball, and it costs a lot for a smart companion designed to support, reassure, and grow with you through life's everyday moments. Who needs that? And with 2 axes of movement, operating temperatures of up to 35 degrees Celsius, and an included Moflin bed. It sounds like I'd be dumb not to buy one on October 1st. And I'd be dumb not to make more tech news for you to watch on Friday, so I guess I will. Hey, see you then, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Okay, bye. It'll do.